So let us take one list. Let me just paste it. Consider a list: sea creatures, shark, cuttlefish, squid, mantis shrimp, and any more. So if you want to just print this list, you'll write print sea creatures. If you want to check the type of it, the type is a list. If you want to check the length of it, you use the keyword len. Again, sea creatures. Now the length comes out to be 5. If you want to check the elements of the list using their index value, c underscore creatures, square brackets, I'll write 0. Element at 0 index of C creatures is shark. Similarly, we can also write 5. The length of this list is 5, but the index reaches till 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when I write 5 here, it will give me an error list index out of range. And if I want to check the last element, I can just write -1. If I want to check the second last element, I'll write -2. Now to initialize a list, we can simply write L equals to square brackets open and close. This is how you initialize a list. I'll write L dot append. Append is one of the functions of a list that we can use. Append means adding more elements to a list. Like as I have written here, L dot append 10. When I run it and I print L now 10 is a part of that list. We can check what kind of functions are available for a list by typing dir, and inside it I'll write list. So in this you can see I can append, clear, and so on. Property of a list allows us to append or just simply write every kind of data types. For example, like we had an integer here. If I want to add a list, let's write hello. I'll add a list. Okay. Now let's print it, and you can see 10 and hello. All types of data types can be used directly. So next we'll see a nested list. Let's make a nested list. Happy. And let's add one more list inside that list. Nested means one inside another. Let me write 2020. Happy 2020. Nested list. So this is how simple it is to create a nested list. Now if I want to see the first element, I can write 0. Now if I want to access one of the element inside this list, first let's see how we can access the complete nested list. And I'll write 1 2020, the whole list. I'm getting the second element of the parent list. If I want to access the elements inside this list, I can just write nested list under 1, and inside that I want to access the last element. I can write -1 to get the last element, or I can write 0 to get the first element, and similar as that. And if I want to change the last element in that nested list, I'll just write nested list 1, that is this complete list. Inside that -1, that is 0, I write here 1. Now if I print it, that is happy 2021. The last element is changed. Let's take the list of sea creatures again. Here I'll write sea creatures. In that again, if I want to make changes, print sea creatures. You can see the element at index 1 is now changed to octopus. Let's take another example. I'll paste one list here. My list is programmed, each letter separated. Now if I want to print from second element to fourth element, I'll write my list 2 colon 5. So it's like O, G, and R. That is index at 2, 3, and 4. If I want To get the result by leaving last 5, I'll write leaving last 5 my list colon minus 5. Now when I run it, I'll get the complete list except the last 5 elements. Similarly, if I want to print the first 5, I'll write my list colon and then 5. It will print the first 5 elements. If I want to print from fifth element till last, I'll write my underscore list 5 then column. Now when I run it, I'll get the result from fifth index till last. If I want to print all of it, I can just write print list and column. I'll get the complete list. So this comes the end of basic information about the list.